What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Kim Kardashian, it looks like you are going to war with Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Y'all, in a shocking twist, Kim Kardashian is suing Jeff Bezos' Amazon and a whole bunch of other vendors, and it's over her shapewear company. However, and I know what you're saying, Tisa, get to the point. That is the point, because do you remember the way Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez played Kim over the billion-dollar investment that she thought that was going to be hers? Instead, they invested it in the new it girl, Sydney Sweeney, and this was supposed to be direct competition to Skims. Oh my God, if you haven't, sit down. Let me tell you what's going on, all right? So it was reported a while back, I did a video about it, that the whole reason why Kim and them are the best vultures in the business. They just are, right? And hear me out. I do believe that to make $1 billion, you have to be cutthroat. And Kim learned to swim with sharks. She might have been born a baby shark, baby shark, but she learned to swim with sharks really, really quick. And this is the way all the billionaires do. So I'm like, all right, whatever. That's just the way y'all do business. We can talk about whether that is just, whether that is right, whether that is proper, but it is what it is. All right, so get this. Chris, Kim, all of them were sucking up to Jeff Bezos, inviting him to Coachella, accepting a fashion award, really smoozing with Jeff, right? She started her private equity fund that quickly closed. Grand opening, grand closing. I swear, I think that Jeff Bezos promised her an investment, but it never came through. But anyway, she was working on all this stuff and she thought she was going to get money out of Jeff. But the thing is about Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, baby, they did not get to where they were, both of them, and respectively, by being a pushover or not seeing gain. So after, Kim was like, yeah, this is Skims. This is how we operate. Talk to Emma Gerd. This is how we do things. Look at this, because they were expecting Jeff Bezos to invest billions, or at least $1 billion, in Skims and take Kim's company to the next level and give Jeff some of the ownership. But what happened? Jeff played Kim because Jeff decided to make a rival lingerie company, or shape, a rival company. What do you call it? Skims, lingerie, lounge, shapewear, everything Skims does. He's making a rival company. And guess who he's partnering with? Sydney Sweeney. And guess who was all in Sydney Sweeney's face that Kim wants oh so bad? Tom Brady. And all these other people. See, Sydney Sweeney is the new hot it girl, right? And it really, really, according to reports, bugs Kim because she wants to be the hottest in the room. Kim will always be beautiful, but girl, sit down. Why are you trying to compete with 25-year-olds? You are a billionaire. Sydney Sweeney is a struggling actress. Like, how are y'all? What? You should be giving her big sister guidance, not competing with her for the eyes of creeps. Anyway, right? So that's why this lawsuit is even more funny, because what actually happened? Well, it seems like Kim is now suing Amazon, which is owned by Jeff Bezos, and she filed it in federal court. So she is very serious because they are selling dupes of Skims, and she is sick of it, and she wants damages. Y'all, let's get into this, because what in the world? I guess the honeymoon period is over. I guess Kim feels a little stupid that Jeff didn't invest in her brand, even though she gave Jeff all those secrets. Again, Kim, you learned to swim with sharks, but Jeff Bezos is still big dog in how to be ruthless. I'm just saying. Anyway, this is directly from TMZ. They said Kim Kardashian said, hands off my assets. Skims is suing for counterfeits. Kim Kardashian isn't happy to let anyone rip off her underwear company. Skims is making a move to take, I would say her and Emma Greed's company, but whatever. Skims is making a move to take down a bunch of online pirates who are allegedly plundering her booty, financially speaking. Skims filed a lawsuit today, Friday, in federal court claiming that vendors have been taking the Skims logo and slapping it on counterfeit products, intending to dupe innocent consumers who are hoping to score the real Kardashian deal when they shop online. Now, has anybody bought Skims? Because I do not see the difference between them and the Amazon dupes, but that's just me, right? Let's just continue, right? According to the suit, these fake goods are for sale all over your favorite e-commerce site. Amazon. Oh my God. So beware if you're out there trying to score the ultimate bush. Kim's new fur-lined thongs. The holidays are coming up fast. First of all, stop. You really are suing Amazon in federal court. Who else is she attached to this? Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Alibaba, and others. But Amazon is the main one on there. And Amazon does have a problem, I've heard, with not verifying stuff. But who cares about that? Let's talk about two things. It looks like the honeymoon's over, because why are you suing? You could have just asked if y'all was still good friends, right? Before this whole Sydney Sweeney situation and he allegedly played you. You could have asked him kindly just to tighten up, right? He gave you the first fashion award. He did all this stuff. Why couldn't you just ask him nicely? Why do you have to sue him? Something tells me there's trouble in paradise with that friendship, and that Kim's mad that she realizes he played her. Even look at the line. This clearly was planted by the Kardashians and TMZ. Kim isn't about to let anyone rip off her underwear company. Yeah. Okay. 2. Can we stop with these, with Kim's new fur-lined thongs, those stupid Merkins that she's selling? They are nothing but a stupid publicity thing. She's never going to sell them. It's just like the Skims nipple bra. Well, I think she sold that, but she's never going to sell these. If she did, there's only like maybe 300 made. She only released this, which by the way, they're sold out. Nothing on Skims gets sold out anymore. So they were never really open for sale. She only did it to get attention for her premiere, All Is Fair, which by the way, that show actually might be good, not because of Kim, but because she's surrounded by such great talent. And again, Kim, I think, will do a good job playing herself. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I wonder if we're going to review it. No, we're reviewing the Kardashians because we're waiting to see if Robin China's going to be on back to it. But let me get back to my point, right? So, okay, all that stuff's going on. All that stuff's going on. You doing that fake fur release because you need publicity. Kim and them, what's next? Are they going to start setting things on fire when they need like attention? But anyway, she's suing. They said Skims is seeking a court order to block the vendors from continuing to hang their Skim-alike wares out for sale, and it wants all the profits those companies have already made. So she wants all the profits that, Amazon made and the counterfeits. But again, why is your good friend letting people sell counterfeits of your stuff, and why do you have to sue for it to stop? Something tells me that Kim and Jeff have had a fallout. They said the suit doesn't reveal how much the alleged schemes are costing the company, but Skims is big biz. Forbes recently valued it at $4 billion, and it's the main reason Kim entered the 3 Comma Club and regained her position as the wealthiest Kardashian. Yeah. What do y'all think about this? First of all, this fur-lined thong is stupid, you know. Also with Skims counterfeit, Skim has horrible customer service, in my opinion. You know, at the end of the day, something's up between her and Jeff Bezos. I don't care. Something is up. Again, y'all always being like, what are you talking about? Tisa, you're making something a big deal out of nothing. But how do you explain the fact that she is now suing her good friend to stop selling counterfeits? The same good friend that screwed her over an alleged investment, and is investing in who Kim sees as her competition. But I don't know how. Sydney Sweeney is half your age. She don't even look like you. A guy that likes Sydney Sweeney is not going to like you. And on top of that, like, you guys are in 2 different lanes of acting. And you anyway, y'all, what do you think of this? I think this friendship is over. And I think, let me tell you something. Whatever is going on, I'm looking at you, Lauren Sanchez. Because while everybody else is running around, we can now see Lauren is one of the illest and the realest to ever do it. And she sure packed up Kim and got her the F out of there. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.